Hello everybody, today I am going to teach you how to get the static glove the majority of times you do the Pim Bossfight on its hard mode. So, I hope you enjoy. If this works out for you, consider liking and subscribing, because this took a couple of hours to figure out, but I hope it works out for you. This video will only go over Phase 3, as that's the main change to this entire boss fight. There is one other change in Phase 2, where there is a purple orb. This one disables all abilities when it's active and you must slap it. It replaces static. But when you're ready, interact with this. Once you have completed Phase 2, you'll move on to Phase 3, where you'll notice it is much harder than the first time you did it in normal mode. Now, there are key tips and tricks I have to offer you here, and I am going to show you how to predict moves before they happen. Things you want to look out for. You want to, first of all, I would start walking around, and whenever an eye goes green, you want to shock it. Well, whenever anything goes green, you want to shock it. Because when you shock it, it completely immobilizes it. Now, you might see that I am able to avoid the majority of these abilities easily. Now, that's because I'm reading one thing. In the background, you may see a Pim head with random text spouting out every so often. Whenever this text is purple, it means one of two things are going to happen. The eyeball is neither going to cause a shockwave, or the mouth is going to land and cause another shockwave. Now, whenever this is purple, be prepared to jump. And you may notice, whenever I say jump in this video, what I actually mean is press the R ability to launch yourself in the air. I just want to make that clear, because I'm not very good at announcing that. I say jump a lot. And the final thing you want to look out for are the flying ducks. Now, you may also notice these orange spheres. These orange spheres indicate exactly where the ducks are going to land, including in Phase 2. But the catch is, there is one that will go slow, but it will track you. This will follow your flare. I would recommend looking up every 10 odd seconds just to check if it's there. And shoot a flare in the floor and it will fly into the floor. Because if it crashes into the ground, it will die. But if it crashes into you, you'll lose one heart. And people, you may not know this, but this is one of the main factors why you die a lot. Because of this. There are two main other things that can cripple you. And that is the shockwave and the lava. You may notice the eye has like lava trail wherever it goes. Now, what's really dumb is even if you dash over this, this will still hit you no matter how high you are. So, the only way to survive it is to avoid it. So, you need to prioritize avoiding that at all costs. And another thing which cripples, one of the other main contributing factors, are the shockwaves. Now, these shockwaves also have horrible hitboxes. How the hitbox works is, if you go, I want to say, a little bit above it. I don't really know how to measure this in a way in a video game. I could say studs, but not everyone would know what studs are. So I'm just going to say quite a bit above it. By using your R key to launch yourself above it, you will be able to survive the shockwave. But what is really interesting is if this shockwave is launched in the air, anything below will get attacked by it. Which means if it's really high up in the air, you need to get over it, otherwise it's going to hit you. And these shockwaves happen all the time, but especially the eyeball loves to do it in the sky, which is a huge problem, because that causes you to fail because it just hits you all the time. So you need to prioritize avoiding that. And another thing I would suggest is the eyeball. You don't want to focus on the eyeball until the end. What you want to do is anytime it goes green, you want to stun it just like this, but you want to prioritize the mouth. As you see, I've been doing this throughout the whole video. Reason being is because the mouth will cripple you a lot faster than the eyeball in the late game. Now, luckily, unlike normal mode, it will not respawn a new eye. It will continue where it's at. And another key thing to know is the flying ducks, they start to land whenever one of them is down. And a quite interesting factor is if the flying ducks land on one of these enemies, it will actually damage them. As you may notice, I've not hit the eye once, yet it's gone down on some health, which is a key thing to notice. Now, you should be able to beat this boss fight by just repeating this. And when you get low on HP, you can start to stress. One thing I will say is if you get to 1.5 hearts, as I just was at, you want to prioritize backing off. But you need to keep an eye on everything else, because if you don't, you will die. As you can see, I nearly die here and start panicking a lot. But you need to prioritize mana as well. If you run out of mana and you fall off in any case, it will kill you and there's no coming back from it. Almost. I say none. There is a chance you can come back from it, but it's very low odds. Now, I will speed up the recording and wait until you get to the end. If you haven't been able to take on board everything I've just said, I would consider re-watching it. And if there's anything about Phase 3 I haven't announced, just comment it down below. And if it's true, and I fact check it and it's right, I will comment this. Well, I'm not comment this. Pin this down below so everyone can see it. I'm sorry if I'm very bad at talking over this, because this is my first time doing a voiceover and I'm trying to do this as I go. So you're going to have to bear with me, okay? But yeah, I'm going to speed up the rest of the recording and we will see how it goes. There is one final thing I forgot to mention, I've only just realised. When you knock one of them down, they will stay down for approximately 10 seconds. What the best ideal strategy to do is once you've slapped them a load of times, about 7 seconds, try and count in your head if you can, about 7 seconds afterwards you want to run away as far as you can, because it's much more reliable to just entirely avoid the shockwave rather than just, you know, jumping over it, because you can't be 100% accurate with that. But running away, you can guarantee it. So that would be my suggestions. That's my guide to this, and I hope everybody can get the glove. If there's anything I missed, as I said, pin it down below. Comment it, I'll pin it. So yeah, I will now speed it up, and I will see you at the end of the video. And just like that, you should be able to beat the boss fight. As you see, I have made it with full hearts, and I have succeeded. The last thing you must do is just touch that dome. Well, shoot it with your raw ability first. As you can see, I'm happy about it. It's my second time beating it. I was proud. And yeah, just dash into yourself, and that should trigger the final cutscene, and you'll get the badge. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. If it helped you, consider liking and subscribing. I made this because I understand that a lot of people are struggling with this due to a lot of bugs, and I'm not sure if this is like going to be fixed or not. I'm pretty sure they're working on a fix for this, but this is how you get the new glove. I can't remember what it was called. It was called Static. And yeah, this is the end cutscene, and then once we get to the end of the cutscene, I will leave you guys to it. So hope you have an amazing day or night, whatever time it may be, and I will see you soon. And goodbye.